It was a cold, moonless night when Sarah moved into the old family estate she had inherited from her great-uncle. The house, a Victorian relic, stood at the edge of a dense forest, its silhouette hauntingly beautiful against the night sky. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of age and decay. Despite the eerie atmosphere, Sarah felt a strange pull to the place, as if it held secrets waiting to be uncovered. After a long day of unpacking, Sarah decided to explore the house. She wandered through the dimly lit hallways, her footsteps echoing off the wooden floors. Each room she entered seemed to whisper stories of the past, but one door at the end of a long corridor caught her attention. It was slightly ajar, and an unusual light seeped through the crack. Curiosity piqued. Sarah pushed the door open and stepped inside. The room was filled with antique furniture and covered in a thick layer of dust. In the center of the room stood a grand piano, its surface marred by time. But what drew her attention was a large, ornate mirror hanging on the wall above the fireplace. Its frame was intricately carved with scenes of mythical creatures, and its surface shimmered with an otherworldly glow. As Sarah approached the mirror, she felt a chill run down her spine. She reached out to touch it, but the moment her fingers brushed the glass, the room was plunged into darkness. The temperature dropped, and she heard a soft, haunting melody begin to play on the piano. The notes were slow and melancholic, sending shivers through her body. Suddenly, the mirror began to pulse with light, and Sarah saw shadows moving within its depths. The figures were distorted, almost human, but twisted and grotesque. They seemed to be reaching out, clawing at the glass, desperate to escape. Panic set in as she realized the house was coming alive around her. The walls seemed to breathe, and the floor beneath her feet felt like it was shifting, desperate to escape. Sarah turned to run, but the door slammed shut, trapping her inside. The melody grew louder, more frantic, as the shadows in the mirror began to break free. They poured out like dark smoke, filling the room with an oppressive presence. Sarah could feel their cold, ghostly fingers brushing against her skin, their whispers filling her ears with unintelligible words. In a last-ditch effort, Sarah remembered an old family legend her grandmother had told her, a story about the mirror being a portal to another realm, activated by the touch of a living soul. Gathering her courage, she faced the mirror and shouted, "Return to where you came from." The room fell silent, and the shadows froze. Slowly they began to retreat back into the mirror, and the piano fell silent. The mirror's light faded, and the room returned to its normal state. The door creaked open, and Sarah stumbled out, gasping for breath. She left the house that night, never to return. The estate remained abandoned, a dark reminder of the night it came alive and the secrets it held within its walls. Sarah knew one thing for certain: some doors are better left unopened, and some mirrors should never be touched.